Incoming ad break.
Yo, yo, yo! We're like 2 minutes early. I think we're fine to start. Not too bad. Got the ads out of the way for a little bit, so we're good. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to EMC to the Sky. We are here again with this very interesting game. Today, have a little bit of an idea. I want to start with mystical agriculture. I know we stopped off yesterday with I think it was with the create mod, or even just trying to get our animals done. So that's pretty cool. I want to get started with setting up a farm for mystical agriculture and see what we can do with that. And yeah, wait for this game to load and we can get right on into it. And it should be nice and good. Got a lot of notifications here. Cool. Welcome back. I don't know why I spawned here again. I did not log off here, but we're just gonna wait for this to grow because I know yesterday we have to wait for we're gonna wait for the grass to see if that's what it was looking for when it was saying please add more to the current biome of the animal, or the biome that the animal lives in. Dude, that's gonna kill me. But that also is gonna kill me. Okay, we're gonna do this real quick before I fall and actually cry myself to sleep again. We're gonna fix this. I know we have it for maintenance, but yeah, this right here, this is a death trap. I'm glad I did that because I probably would have just fell, not even knowing it was open. All right, we're good. Let's put all of our new stuff in here. We're almost at 200,000 EMC, even for a beginner starting this. This is actually pretty cool to have 200,000 EMC. Let's check out their steel. 21 steel, nice. Slag, I'm not sure what slag is. But let's check out our quest book. I know that yesterday we had to get some stuff started here. And it looks like mystical agriculture was the next thing we needed. Despite needing diamonds, I really want to get this started. And I know the pedestal will be easy to make. Do we have gold? Do we have gold? We do not have gold. Okay, so we need to get started on everything else to get gold. That's how we need to get started with this. Let's see. We have that already. So let's get our road to steel done. We have the 30 steel, and this was... We needed the heavy engineering block. Oh, block of steel. This is the one that we needed. Electrum is for 4, so we need a block of steel. We actually might be able to make that. So let's check what we have so far. And go ahead and just take all of that. And right now, I think we have everything but the heavy engineering block. And to make the heavy engineering block, we need 4 sheet metal, mechanical components, 4 of those, and then a block of steel. So let's actually make our block of steel here. Block of steel, boom. We're gonna make 8 sheets. I think it's 8. Or is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 sheets is really what I need, not 8. So 8 and 6, 20 something, 14. So we need 16, so 2 more pieces of steel. Should actually get us exactly what we need to get started. 23 should be way more than enough. We actually just need 2 more. Thank you. 16. And using this steel, what we can do is, I know it was like this. We're actually just gonna do that, and we can actually do balance grid and do this. We actually need another piece of copper. We're gonna grab a piece of copper here, and we're going to get ourselves some steel like so to get another steel mechanic piece, and then we should be able to make our heavy engineering block, which is 4 sheets like this, and 4 of these. Should give us that, and that should complete a quest, which gives us a kinetic dynamo. Using the kinetic dynamo, we need to make power generation. We have that, so we're going to take all of this stuff, and we're going to make a windmill? Windmill blade. Treated wood planks and treated stick. Okay, so let's grab some treated wood planks. We actually should have a lot of them. And let's grab some sticks here. Maybe even just a stack of sticks will be fine. And I think it's like this. Even if we move that. Alright, there we go. So how many of these blades do we actually need here to make a windmill? 8 blades and a piece of iron to make a windmill. Alright, so we'll do 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll do that. Just like that, and do that. So we have 9, which is fine. It's not bad to have extra, but I don't want to get too carried away with having too many things. I just punched my mic, I'm so sorry. But to have too many things here, so we're going to go ahead and get that nice little circle. Boom, windmill acquired. We can go ahead and check that off of our list. And the next thing we need is a water wheel, which is a water wheel segment, which is going to be more of these treated planks and treated wood. Which, actually, I think the water wheel was like this. Okay, that's not right. The water wheel was like how? Oh, okay. I had that backwards. So it's supposed to be 3 planks and 4 sticks will get us a water wheel, and we need 4 of these. And this will give us the water wheel components. My bad, not the water wheel, but the components for it. And using the components, we can make the actual water wheel, with a piece of steel. So this will give us a water wheel, and there we go. Road to steel is now done. That's a nice little thing done there. Not too bad. And using this, I don't actually know what to use with this. I know it's to get the first pieces of power done, but there's something going on here that I'm not quite sure what it even is for, but it's just getting interesting, as they even said. So tier 2, we need to make a metal press, and I'm not sure how to make one, so we're going to figure out how to do that. Metal presses, we need a metal sheet, so engineer's workbench. We have one of those, and I just lost exactly what I was doing here, so let me actually go back. This gives us another block of steel, so steel plate, wire cutters, engineer blueprint. And that will get us what we need. Sorry. There's someone behind me. Is that another... Okay. Alright, buddy. There's actually another dude here. Alright. Oh. What do you have for me? I don't want any of this. Go away. Oh, yeah? Come here. Come here. Kobe. Oh, sorry. You look dead. Anyways. I don't want that down. Let's put our leads in here as well as our leather. And we're actually slowly starting to climb up the ranks here. Oh, we can actually put those in there. We're going to grab that. That's actually really good. Let's put this stuff away. We don't need all this extra stuff. I do need the wire relay. Conveyor belts can go in there as well. And I don't think we need anything else that doesn't need to be in our inventory. Okay. So let's take this engineer's blueprint. Let's take 2 steel sheets. I think it's 2 steel sheets. Let's take 3 steel sheets and wire cutters. So we need 1, 2, 3, and I need to make some wire cutters somehow, which I haven't quite figured out how to do, but wire cutters are something that we're obviously going to need here. So let's go ahead and grab some wire cutters. Engineer's wire cutters. 2 sticks and iron. So iron. And 2 sticks. And we're going to do this to make ourselves some wires. And these can actually be learned before we break them and run out of wires. I think we already have learned that. So let's just keep that there. And let's get everything else we don't need currently. I need those wires. And we need a compressed, or what is it called? Oh, we were trying to get the agglomerate. 1 compressed. We need 9 or 8 agglomerate and 1 mini catalyst. So we need 8 of these, and we can only pull 1 out currently. But right now, let's actually put this stuff inside of our engineer's table. And that'll give us this. Is that what I wanted? That is not what I wanted. I did not want bullet casing. I wanted something else. We actually needed to have a metal press for this, if I'm correct. This will be a metal press mold with an agglomerate on a metal press to give us a tier 2 mini catalyst. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll keep the glitchy blueprints over there for now. And right now, we need to actually, what do we need to do right now? We need to figure out a way to get more of this agglomerate out, because we need 8 of these and another one of the crystals to actually even get a step closer to even getting started with mystical agriculture, because we need this diamond to even get our foot in the door for it. Mystical agriculture is something that's going to be a lot more difficult than we thought to even get started, but once we get these tier 2 resource gems, then we can actually start making components for it. So, getting the tier 2 resource gems, we need to build a metal press, which I actually don't know how to build, so maybe our book will actually be able to help us. It says it's part of immersive engineering. Is there actually an immersive engineering book? At immersive engineering, there has to be a guidebook for this somewhere. And I know there is one because I think I have one someplace in here. Let's see. There it is. Engineer's Manual. And I know we have one inside of here. There we go. Boom. And this actually might help us get started. And we're going to put all of that over there. So let's get simple machines. And I think something is called a... Well, it's not here. Fluid, external heater, charging station, cloak, Tesla coil. No? Okay. We need... It's multi-block constructions. Okay, that's not it. Tank, wooden barrel, balloon, treated wood, metal constructions. These are like blocks. I don't think this is exactly what I'm looking for here. Metal constructions, riveting. No. Alright, it's not really what I'm looking for here. What we're actually looking for is how to build... Is it heavy machinery? Metal press, here we go. The metal press is an automated way of shaping metal. It uses high-pressure pistons to push a mold into an ingot, forming it into a plate or rod or other metal components. The structure is created shown above to form the multi-block. Click the piston with an engineer's hammer. Power is input through the top. Items through conveyors, obviously in the direction of the movement. The lower middle block is redstone control port. Right-clicking it with an engineer's screwdriver allows you to invert the redstone control. Hey.
Welcome, Thresh Prince EO1.
Whoa, what it? I don't know what you wrote. Do you like my little Fluffy? I have a little Fluffy in the corner. He talks to people. He's a little Fluffy. Actually, I named him Ginger, because Ginger will forever be part of the stream, no matter what. But we're getting started here. And I think we need everything that we have. What is this announcer? It's Ginger. Oh, you're talking about the announcer? Some British dude. I don't know. I just kind of went with him. But we're going to start building in stone. Because I remember you told me to build in stone here. But I wonder if we can actually just use stone bricks. Because I know stone bricks looks a little nicer than stone. If we use stone bricks, it should look a lot better. And we actually can get started. And I just messed up something. Put that there. Put that back. And we're actually running low on materials due to the fact that we... Oops. I keep engineers hammering this. And now I've separated my chest somehow. I don't know how I did this, but apparently I've separated my chest. I broke it. Help. Well, we'll just deal with it for the time being. Right now, we need to just get started with the beginnings of things. And I need to get this agglomerate going, but we need to actually get started with power. So let's start building over here. And this way we can get working with the actual automations of Create and Industrial Revolution, or whatever it's called. Industry Craft. Immersive Engineering. That wasn't even close to what I was saying. Immersive Engineering. So we're actually going to grab all of this. Boom, boom, boom. And boom. I think this is big enough to even get started with what we're looking for. And we'll just kind of build this out. I already know we're about to get hit by a lot of mobs because it's night and I'm building at night again. And if I run over here, I'm going to have some friends when I wake up. But let's sleep just so that we don't wake up and get shot in the face by a skeleton, or even run back over there and get shot in the face by a skeleton. And we can start with grabbing some torches. Getting to where we need to be to even get started planting or even building our farm that's going to be over here is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought, because we need to just get into actually building the machines to get us started with getting better ores. And once we get the beginnings of the ores, we can start building plants to do the work for us, so we don't have to have those automations over there doing the work and having to figure out how to store everything. Since the beginning of all this, storing everything is going to be the hardest part, so we can actually just get started with creating a crap ton of resources and not worrying about that at the moment. Let's just not fall into the void again, because that is going to hurt a lot. And I'm not trying to water bucket down to the end of the earth just to get my stuff back. Now, luckily they do have /home, which makes it a lot easier for me to get back up to the surface without me wanting to actually fall off. And I nearly just did that again. I nearly just fell off straight into the void. Because falling into the void is fun. It's so fun. If I knew how to build, maybe it would not look so bad. And maybe I could actually place blocks without them looking like a porcupine. And underneath looks horrendous. And let's not vein mine anything over here, because I know we're going to fall straight into the void if we do that. Okay. Nice. We're going to just, you know, finish this whole outline over here. And this way, if we build in cobblestone or something, we won't get smacked in the face with the void. Because I remember yesterday, I don't know if you guys remember yesterday, but I do. We were over here working on the blast furnace and the coal coke, and I built up in cobblestone, and I just thought, it will be easy for me to just to vein mine the build underneath me, and I won't have to worry about all the blocks and all that extra stuff. And I vein mined a huge chunk of land out from underneath me, making it so I just kind of fell into the void. Now, if we grab some stone bricks and actually just finish what we have and then put the rest back inside of here, we won't have to worry about all of that. Now, behind the coal coke oven and the blast furnace, I'm going to leave a little bit of space and start putting in our energy, as we're going to need the energy to even just make this conglomerate of this checkerboard block. And the output we have of our simple machines over here will actually be able to help us get to the beginning portions of mystical agriculture. And I think the farm is probably the next thing we're going to build, because we are going to need that. Let's throw on F7. Just make sure we don't have any yellow spots or any red spots where mobs could spawn. And I think that is perfect there. No one's going to pop up and shoot us in the face. Boom, F7 away, and let's go ahead and figure out what we're doing next. We need to build this metal press, and we need to get energy for it. So I think the first thing we're going to look for inside of our engineer's manual, and instead of the metal press, we're actually going to work on getting power. And let's get on basic wiring. So we need basic wiring, copper wire, and that will do wiring like that. That's a transformer, I think, and that's a wire pole. Okay, and then let's get power generation. Kinetic dynamo. We have one of those, and we have a water wheel placed against each other to make power against the kinetic dynamo.
ZZZZ.
Don't fall asleep on me. Look, guys, he fell asleep. Ginger has now fallen asleep. Not sure why. Maybe the talk has put him to sleep. But let's figure out here. We need a breaker switch, which I've never built before. So I'm actually going to have to read up on this. Let's get some basic wires. So we're going to need basic wiring for improvements, capacitors to store energies, connectors, inputs, and outputs for the net, and relays to connect wires together, and transformers to switch between different levels of wire. So to connect two blocks, simply click the first one with a wire coil, and then use the same coil on a second block. The total transfer rate between the 2 points depends on the weakest type of wire between them. Basic buzzing like that. Okay, so we need to get... We have wire coil, actually. And that will make... So how do I... What's the recipe for this? That will make wire coil. So 4 copper wires and a stick will get us wire coil. And 4 copper wires and a stick will get us wire coil. And I'll get 4 of it. So let's get some copper. let's get that. Let's just make 3 pieces of copper right now. And we can turn this into copper plates. And this copper plate we'll take with the wire cutters, and we'll turn these into copper wires. We actually need another piece of copper, because I did just say 4, and I made it with 3. So let's get another piece here. And this way we'll have the copper wiring, which is for some reason not EMCable. But the copper is, so it's fine. And we need a stick to make this a copper wire. And doing so, we'll have 4 more of these spools that are over here, the LV coils. I don't know why they're not stacking. They're the same thing. And I'm actually going to store this piece back in there because we are going to need it. And this machine fills up very quickly with items, which is very helpful for us to get a lot more EMC to even get us jump started into what we're looking for. So let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see exactly what we need here. We need to get, let's see. So we need to get the generator going. So we're going to need the dynamo. I don't know why I keep going in there. We need the dynamo, which we put in a chest over here. And we need the water wheel, which we also put in a chest over here. We need the water wheel, the kinetic dynamo, and do we need like a cog or something? But we're just going to grab all these. Redstone engineer block. Heavy engineering block. Okay, let's read up real quick. So, wires are like this. We don't need that right now. We need power generation, which is kinetic dynamo. We have that. And then we need to have the wires connected to the kinetic dynamo in order to power the crusher or the squisher or whatever it's called. Is that what it... Transferring power is quite provided or helpful provided you have power. Well, yeah, I would hope that if we have power, we can transfer it. So we need the water wheel powering a dynamo. Turning speed is based on the water flowing around it. So optimal results, you'll want to direct the water in a semicircle from the top down one side along the bottom. Up to 3 water wheels can be placed against each other. So if we want more power, we can actually make a water wheel section over there. Which I'm thinking we could actually put right on this side, since we're going to have a farm here, and we don't want to span the farm forever that way. But what we can do is we can build another water wheel, which I believe we have a recipe like that. Okay, treated sticks and 3 of those. We have a lot of treated planks thanks to our cold coke machine over there. And we're going to need a lot of sticks as well. And doing this, we can go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these will create a water wheel. So we can actually do this, and that'll give us a nice little water wheel, and we can do something like that. And doing so with a piece of steel. Was it steel or was it iron? A piece of steel will be quite helpful for us to get started. So if we just take 14 steel and do this, and then grid it, we'll actually have 6 water wheels. And I think it said we can place 3 against each other. Is that what it said? Power generation. And we can place up to 3. And we have 6. Okay, so we're going to go 3 and 3 and figure out how to wire these things together. But right now, I think what the most important part is to make an area for our water wheels to hang out at, so that we can actually get started with some power generation. So with stone bricks here, since we have a lot of EMC already, gosh, getting started with this is even harder than I thought it would be, but it's good for us to learn how to do the immersive engineering, because another server I'm in, immersive engineering is something I need to get some of the other tools that I want, but I have no idea how to use this, so we're going to learn together. So we want the water wheel to be over here. The water wheel over here is going to be way out of the way and very easy for us to do. So we're just going to build a nice little section for it right here. And it said that if we have it in a semicircle, it'll make it a lot easier for everything to run. So if we put our floor in like this, if I could actually place blocks, that would be very amazing. As blocks are very important for me to have here so I don't fall into the void as I'm squatting on the edge. We're going to need to get... I don't need those water wheels there. Can I just place these down? Is this just like... How do I even place the water wheels down? Do I need to have them in water? Fairly easy way to power it. It's turning speed is based on flowing water. You want direct water and a semi-circle from the top down on one side along with the bottom three wheels. Kinetic dynamo. So do I need the kinetic dynamo? Probably put that like that. Do I need like a stick or something? Or is it like a cog? Oh, I need a rod. Treated stick, iron rod, steel rod, revolver barrel, water wheel, wooden post, wooden wall mount. What the hell is that used for? I need to figure out how the water wheel works. That's the real big question we're having right now, is how does the water wheel work? Construction. Treated wood, multi-block constructions. Concrete. Engineered lighting, silo tank. I'm not sure. Ores, alloy crafting components. Okay. Multi-block machinery. Vacuum tube, that's for the cloak thing. Circuit backplate, that's something completely different. Okay, we might have to look this up because I'm not sure how to even get the water wheel working. Engineer's crafting table, metal plates, crafting components, alloys, mineral deposits, and okay, construction. Didn't we were just in there? Wires and power, basic wiring, cable. And then fence post with the wires. Okay. So if we have this, can I just place it here? Or do I need space underneath it? I'm gonna see something here. So I don't have space? I really don't want to fall off here because that will actually make me very sad if I fall off. So let's not fall off. I don't want to lose this kinetic dynamo. And I'm playing with my life right now. As not only is it dark, but I also have no walls over here to keep me safe. So let's not play around too much, but I want to see something. Okay, so I just didn't have enough space around it. Jeez, that thing is ginormous. Well...
Welcome, taketh a trash.
The pet chickens are waiting, because actually we can get some pet chickens right now. Thank you for reminding me about the pet chickens. Let's see if they'll actually spawn. Or if we need to have something else in here. Place more blocks from the animal's home biome here. So do we need to put grass and things? We're going to take a break from that over there, but that water wheel is giant. So let's get some bone meal. If I can actually spell correctly. We'll grab some bone meal here. Maybe a stack will be fine. But let's go stack up this this area over here with some flowers and all that. And then let's place this. There we go. Alright. The bait will work as environment. Move out of range. You don't scare the animals away. Alright, we're going to leave. We're going to leave. We actually just needed to place some grass down. So. I want to see if the animals come in. But we actually might need to walk away and do something else while we wait. So let's go ahead.
Welcome M_Cloven.
Do that. Thank you for the follow. I think that's McLovin, not Cloven, Ginger, but I think that's fine. You'll figure it out eventually. Thanks for the follow, though. Thank you. Welcome also to the stream. We're in the process of waiting for chickens, and I'm scaring them off. So we're gonna run over here so we can actually stop scaring off the chickens. And I think we need more space with our water wheel, as we're gonna be hitting some blocks. And let's hope we don't lose it.
Welcome M_Cloven.
Thresh is a bitch. Yes, he is. I think he went upstairs to get some food, but I'm not sure. Did I just lose that piece? We did. We just lost that piece, guys. Well, we're going to have to build another one. So power generation, we're going to need a copper coil block. Oh my goodness. I'm actually kind of upset that I just lost that. Copper coil block is made with copper casing, copper wire, copper sheet metal, copper coil block. So we need 9 of these LV wires. Oh my goodness. So let's get copper. We're just going to make a whole bunch of this. We're going to make a lot of these wires. It's going to be a very wiry day today. That's just what we're going to do. Boom. And I need a new engineer's hammer as well. I'm definitely going to need some new wire cutters. Excuse me, some new wire cutters after this. Let's grab a new engineer's hammer. Throw this away. And let's grab some new wire cutters as well while we're at it. So that we can actually get some things going. Look at that! We have our first chicken. The chickens have entered the area here. He's so tiny. Baby chicken. Let's go ahead and add another one. So let's go ahead and leave again. We're going to add ourselves another chicken. And go ahead and... I'm actually stuck. Help. Please help me. Alright, we're good. We're going to put... We need the feathers, I think, to complete quest book number 1, as it's still waiting. We need eggs and a feather, so we are going to have to turn one of these chickens into fried chicken, unfortunately. But it's alright. It is okay. Is that right? I think it's supposed to be iron. Oh, no, it's a stick. It's a stick, not iron. It is a stick to make that, and I'm actually upset that we lost it, but it's alright. We will get ourselves a stick. We're going to have to actually just do this. Do this. Boom. Okay, I did not balance it out like an idiot. Let's try this again. Boom. And I think it was a piece of iron to make a... copper coil. And I think I'm hearing some friends over here. Chicken. Next ed 300 seconds. Look at that. And let's actually get another chicken, because we are going to need to get rid of one of them, unfortunately. But it is okay. Go ahead and place that guy down, and I don't want to lose anybody, so not losing anybody is probably the best idea. But now that we have our LV wires, our low voltage wires, not our Louis Vuitton wires, we can go ahead and put our iron in the center to get... Oh, is that not right? Oh, we need them around the whole area here, and that'll give us a copper coil block. And using this, we can make a, not an induction heater, but a kinetic dynamo, which is 3 iron and 2 redstone. And I believe we have redstone over here that we can actually just grab out, because this is our EMC generator right now, just to be able to actually work some things. We're going to put all of this away and grab ourselves a block of iron. Just take 2 out. So 2 redstone, 3 iron, and the coil gives us another kinetic dynamo. And this way we won't lose anything. Alright. I actually might make myself another one just in case I lose it, because knowing me, I'm probably going to throw this thing off into the edge, into the abyss someplace. So let's just grab ourselves another piece of iron. And let's just make ourselves another one just to be safe, as to not lose anything off the edge of the world. And I think it's this. Oh, we need iron again. We need iron and we need redstone. Iron and redstone. Just so that we actually don't lose anything. So we're going to have 2 redstone. Not there, like that. And 3 iron with the copper coil in the center. And that gives us 2 kinetic dynamos. And this way we have a little bit of some leniency with everything as well. Do we have any eggs in here? We do not have any eggs, but we do have peanut seeds, which I'm not sure why I need peanut seeds, but it's alright. We'll hold on to these peanut seeds for later. I think we nearly just lost some chickens because they were after our peanut seeds, but put our steel away, and let's put all of our treated planks away, as well as these. We're going to hold onto our wire and put the stuff we don't need away, as I don't want to lose any of it into the abyss. We are going to need water, and probably take 3 of those. And we are going to need some stone bricks as well, so that we can actually build our little area over here. And let's make sure we don't fall off into the void. So to do so, let's actually not vein mine this, but we do need to place our water wheel down back here. So we're going to go 3 out, place our kinetic dynamo, and place our water wheel, and boom, we actually clear the area, which is exactly what we wanted. So let's go ahead and clear all this off and not vein mine anything, because I'm not trying to die today, but we might, so there's no holding back on that. But right now, let's actually go ahead and do this and drop on down, because we need to put something underneath this so that we actually don't die. And I'm actually about to die just trying to complete this project, and I'm actually kind of scared of it. Oh, let's see here. Am I able to actually go around? We have a fish. There's a fish in there. There's like 80 fish in there. We could get an aquarium going with all these fish or something. That'd actually be pretty cool. Oh, I know they just ran off the edge, so I really want to be careful as, I mean, this is going to be very useful for us, but I'm trying not to, you know, fall into the void here because it's not really our friend. That has been proven before. Well, actually quite recently that it's not actually our friend. So let's just get this water wheel, windmill, whatever it is. The windmill for water. Let's get this set up so that we can actually get some power going. And I think we'll actually have it done right if I followed the instructions, which is something I'm not really known to do, as instructions are not very fun to follow. But if we take this LV coil, how do we take power out of the kinetic dynamo? That is the question I'm actually wondering here. Is the kinetic dynamo is something that, well, I need to take power out of it, but where do I go to take power? Is it here? Okay, I'm not sure how to get power out of the kinetic dynamo, but we're going to figure it out. And right now, we really need to get water flowing to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do this, and we're going to try and get at least just a little bit of some water going, as water is one of the most important things. We're actually going to turn down the game volume so you guys can hear me better, as the game volume was kind of peaking over my voice, and I don't want you guys to be deafened by all of the blocks placing. Alright, so let's see here. We need to just get water flowing up and over the top. And I don't think that's actually going to work right there, so let's get it up a little higher here. And we'll get the water to go out, and it's going to go down and around like that, if I'm correct. So we need more, ow, we need more, what is it called? Stone bricks to actually get this thing started. Maybe just like 4 stacks will be fine. And I nearly just ran into that lava again. But 4 stacks should be fine to actually get us started with the water wheel? Question mark? I've never played this mod before, so it's something I'm completely new to. Especially when it comes to trying to plan out a water wheel. That is going to hit the top. So let's... I don't know if the, if it has block interactions or how it's going to work. But I think what we're going to do here is get it like this. And then we're going to have water come out and around. Ow, that kind of hurt a little bit. But if we get the walls to cover it. Because I know it said we can stack up to 3. Like that. And I know if we get it spread out enough, we can actually just have it like this. Right? And have it stretched out. I just fell off. The one thing I didn't want to do again, and we did it, because I can't seem to not. Hey, Nate, don't be mod abusing. Look at you. Wait, can I actually transfer items? Okay. Wait. Can I? Oh, great. Now I need to figure out, okay. Will it go away? I think it'll go away on its own. I hope so anyways. Because I'm not trying to look at myself on the ground here. It's a weird position for a body there. Interesting. We're actually gonna place our chest back down and get our stuff back in here. Flax seeds, peanut seeds. You know you like what is happening in chat? Are y'all taking your kinky stuff out of the room again? Now. Let's go ahead and put this there. And we have our setup again. I'm going to move my home away from there. So we're going to go /set home over here. So that when we do our /home, we don't die on top of our transmutation table again. Okay. So let's go finish our build. And this time let's not jump off into the abyss. As it might be helpful for us to not do that. So we're going to actually duck right on down here underneath to get all of these blocks built in. As these blocks are supposedly supposed to be family friendly, but I don't think so. So let's not kill anybody here. And let's not jump off the edge again, because jumping off the edge was not fun. And I did not think I was going to do it this episode, but it looks like we did. Go ahead and place all these blocks down, just so we have it encased with our blocks, so it looks a little cleaner despite the messiness. Let's not stand on that block as we break it. And let's just get at least just some of these guys going. So this will go here. Oh, the water wheel is actually turning. And I do want to get these blocks down here without getting ourselves smacked in the face. Let's go ahead and grab that, as having this is very important that we don't die here. Okay. Alright, guys, be careful. Don't say anything stupid. We might fall off into the void. Okay. We're good. Alright, we did it. We got the, I'm stuck under here. We got the water wheel set up. Let's go pour some water on it and hope it actually works. Oh, we need to get the top done as well. So let's get up there somehow. And this way we can actually get the water wheel to properly work. And, oh, we can actually stand on this structure block, which is actually kind of cool. I didn't think we would be able to stand on it. We're going to build all of this back up like so. And we're going to wall it off like that, just to bring it out to here. And hopefully this should actually allow us to, well, if we can actually get our walls built, this should allow us to actually get started with building our first power generation. Now, the question that we still have is, how in the world am I supposed to get the power out of this? Like, as you see here, we are getting some power generation, and we do actually just want 1, 2, 3. There we go. And now we have some power. Look at that. We have a water wheel going. I'm actually quite proud, because this is something I've never done before, so having this water wheel is going to be pretty cool. And we actually are pretty good. I don't know how to get the power out of it, though. And we do have the power over here, something like that. So we need to figure out a way to get the power from this into the rest of the base. Because we're going to have to wire it from here into the machines that are going to be over there. So we might put some wires and go straight across. Like, it would
Nice to meet you. I'm Ginger.
Nice to meet you too, Ginger. I'm glad that you're actually talking to everybody and not just sitting there silently. But we have this kinetic dynamo, and I'm not sure how to get power out of the kinetic dynamo. Connecting these will generate power based on how fast they turn. Water is power placed against each other. And that is how that works. The breaker switch are simply controls to stop power flow through wires. They can connect to 2 types of wires and allow only some to pass through it. Okay. But how do we get capacitors store energy, connectors as input and output for the net? So if we get basic wiring, and then we do, let me move the mic a little closer here so I don't have to sit straight up and down. Alright, so if we use these basic wiring with, I don't know what block that is, copper back tank. Let's go with immersive. at immersive, and we're going to go ahead and figure out what this is. So this is a capacitor. This is a breaker. This is a breaker switch. Wire relay. Wire connector. So if I'm correct, we need to get the power that this is generating into an LV capacitor. And then it will go into a transformer. And then that transformer will go into the wires. If I'm correct. So, copper, lead. Do we have lead? I don't even think we have lead. So, we should be able to start this without having any of the other stuff. We should be able to. At least that's what I'm thinking. No, the restrictions apply. Yeah, so I would need to... Oh, maybe I just need to connect a relay to it, right? Is that what I'm seeing? LV wire, insulated, electrum, MV, insulated, steel wire, aluminum wire, high voltage, and then it restarts. That's basic wiring. Capacitors store energy, connectors as inputs and output from the net. Connectors as inputs. Okay, so we need a connector. Redstone interface connector. LV wire relay. That's what I want. Okay, so we need an LV wire connector and a relay, which is what they gave me, and I actually accidentally put them away. So if we connect this here, what the heck? Oh, yeah. See you later. There's fish inside of our water wheel here. Okay, so if we do this, and then if we take, I think we need like a pole. Is it a fence that we can use as a pole? So the wire connector and the relay are two different things. So the relay, I think, is going to connect our wires together. If we take this... Okay, yeah. So we're going to get ourselves some fences here. And I think, if I have it right, I need a fence post. Actually, I need a torch, too. So let me get 2 torches. And let me make a fence post. Fence. There we go. I noticed that my phone was in the way, and I actually couldn't see what I was typing. So let's get 4 oak. So let's get planks. We're going to need 4 of these and 2 sticks to get a fence. And in doing so, I think this is where we can actually connect our wires, our relays. I'm just as confused as everybody else in this chat because this is the first time of me ever building something like this. But okay. Yeah, we have some guests up top. And those guests are not the friendliest to me. So I'm going to go ahead and get my nice little wham shabam out. Go ahead and get some torches down. As torches are going to be something that's very helpful. So let's get F7. Torch there. Oh, we actually have free food. It's going to be really nice. We have free food and free EMC over here as well. And this way we can... We're actually going to need a lot more torches than I thought. So let's go get some more. And let's learn that, learn this, learn that, learn this, and put that in there. I'm going to put those back in there as well. Let's get some torches. As we're going to need them to light up this whole area over here. Because I'm not trying to die from skeletons. So let's get some on the water wheel as well. Get some on the little platforms up here. Which I don't know really why we have those platforms, but it's alright. Cool. So we have some wires. Let's get some fence posts. And I want to put our first one right here, which is probably not the smartest place to put it now that I think about it. We really should put our first one... Well, actually, let me see. Pole. go with the at immersive again. At immersive. And I want to see if there is a way to do this. We might actually need to get a wooden post, which is treated wood fence and stone bricks. Or we could get an aluminum post, which it actually might be easier for us to make. I think we have aluminum already. Let me see. Aluminum? Nope, we do not. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. I thought we would have had aluminum, but I don't think we do. And I'm really not trying to make these wooden posts, but I think it's the best way we should actually do this. So let's get some treated wood planks and stone bricks and get ourselves some wooden posts. And this way we can actually have an infrastructure instead of just having fences everywhere. So we need some stone bricks, which we have, and we're going to need some treated wood planks. So we're going to need some sticks. Looks like we have some already. Let's get some sticks. And if I'm correct, the same way we did it over there, it's like this. Yeah, there we go. So if we do this and that, and then the grid split, that should give us quite a bit here, and we should be able to make some fence posts. There we go. So we can get our first relay, actually, to be placed right here in this corner, like that. And this way, we can go up with our stone bricks and get our relay placed like that. And we can wire it from here to there. And there we go. We have our first bit of cabling. Cool. So from this one, I think we should go 2, 3, 4. We should try and get it as close as possible to this. And go ahead and put another relay up here, as everything's going to be taken straight from this one all the way over to here. Now, if we can reach this relay, and then we can reach that one, we can actually get some wires done, which is perfect, because now we don't have to duck underneath anything to actually get some things going. So perfect. We have the wires set up, and we're supposedly getting some power. I'm not sure if we are or not. But our first machine that is actually going to be placed over here can actually fit in. So let's try and build our machine here, which now that we have power will be a lot better. I don't know if we need a transformer as I don't know how much it would take to build this electrum. So we don't have that, and we definitely don't have that. Copper coil, engineer's voltometer, our voltmeter. We can actually make that right now to make sure that we don't burn anything out. So this current transformer, I'm not sure what it's gonna do, but I think it might actually make it so we don't explode any of our machines. So let's go ahead and make one of those. Can't seem to run right, so let's get some iron. I think it's 4 iron and a piece of redstone to actually make the voltmeter. We're going to put some stuff back away because I don't think we need everything here. Iron and redstone to get the voltmeter. And this way it will go like this. And we're actually going to snooze this ad break. Well, no. We actually might take a break
Nice to
here.
meet you. I'm Ginger.
Well, thank you, Ginger. I'm glad you could stop in and say hi again. Treated stick and copper. And we're going to go treated stick. We're going to go copper. Like that. And we are 57 seconds, so 1 minute away for the next thing. So we have our voltmeter, which is actually beautiful. We'll throw that in there. And we'll make ourselves terracotta, which is clay smelted. So let's get a piece of clay, and we'll throw it in the furnace with a piece of coal, which we have a lot of, by the way. And we will smelt those two together. Boom, piece of coal in there. Let's go ahead and empty out our chest and throw all of this inside of our table. Transmutation table. Right on in there, perfect. And our terracotta should be done. Grab that. We'll learn this. Take another piece of terracotta out. So now we have 2 pieces. This way we have the 2 pieces there, and we need the copper coil block. We should have more than enough, so we're going to get iron. 2 pieces of iron here. And we're actually going to go ahead and pause real quick and go into an ad break. So we'll be right back. We're actually just waiting here for a bit. I don't want to have you guys miss anything if you're not subbed already. So we're just going to chill out. If you are subbed, you're just going to be watching us just kind of hang out here. Should be done here soon. We'll have our pre-rolls disabled for 45 minutes. Minute 46, and we'll be back online. So we're just going to hang out for a little bit. I have some good-ass food upstairs I'm ready to eat. Can't wait for that. I'm punching my phone. It's all right. And a minute and 30. We're actually just gonna put this screen on. How do I change? I need to change the title here. Subtitle, social media, intermission. Nope. This is supposed to be. There we go. Ad break. Boom. We'll do that, and this way. Oop. This way, we won't have to worry about anybody missing anything. Cool, cool, cool. All right, welcome back, everybody. I actually was sitting here waiting for you guys, and I don't want you to, well, you know, miss anything. But we're back. We were building our, so yeah, we need 2 of these. I actually just like nearly forgot what I was doing because I was waiting for so long. All right, 2 of these copper coils, and we need I'm standing on my crafting table, so 2 of these. So this will do that. Like that, and we'll do this, and that'll give us 2 copper coils, and this way we can get 2 iron, which I also don't have. Let's get ourselves iron again. Boom. And we'll do this. Nice. Current transformer. Where am I going? Someplace else. Alright, so I need to actually grab these blocks because I think I'm gonna need them for the thing I'm gonna be building, if I'm correct. So if we come back to our home page and go to heavy machines and the metal press, we actually still do need a piston, which is somewhere else. We're actually gonna grab one here from here because I'm sure we can do that. And I think the conveyor belts are also in here. Yep, they are. So we're actually just going to grab a stack of conveyor belts because why not? But, yeah, so this heavy machinery here is actually going to be set up over there. Or we could set it up a little ways past our water wheel. Now, when we get another water wheel or even our wind farm, we're going to put it over here as well. But right now, we need to just get this compression part so we could actually probably build it over here. But I don't want to mess up the potentiality or the potential for our coal coke and our blast furnace. But in the meantime, we are still going to wire up all the way across to here, and we're going to go ahead and grab. I don't have any more of those. Okay, well that's fun. We actually still need to get, and I put all my blocks away, and I still need them. I still need all my blocks. They are relays. And relays and something else. It was like a relay and a connector. There we go. Cool. All right, relay and a connector. Cool. Now that we have those, I think we have enough wire for everything. But we need blocks as well. So let's get some stone bricks. And actually, let me go check to see if there's an egg. Because we need to complete the first quest here. We have an egg. And we need to actually take one of these guys out. Unfortunately, oh my god. That's actually very loud in my ears. But I think it's quieter for you guys. This chicken can be put into there. We can learn that. We need to quest complete this, and I think we have already, which is beautiful. So now we have this whole section here done, and I'm actually quite happy for it. Because now we have another piece of Inferium, which is even better. So the 3 Inferium will actually make it even better for our mystical agriculture, which is going to go over there. But we have to get started with it. So to get started with it, we need to get to tier 2 progression. And so far, we're not quite there yet. But what we need to build is this metal press, which is actually the next thing we're going to build right now, which we need to actually just pause here for a second and go ahead and start placing down our blocks. Now, we came over here to get stone bricks so that we can finish our cables so that we're actually able to get started on the progression for it. And this wire relay is going to sit right on top of here, and we're going to take our cables and just go ahead and click from parkour, click from over here, and we're going to click from over here. Nice. Ow. I think there's power going through there because that just hurt a lot. And then right down in front of it, we will put our current transformer like that, and this way we can go from here into the transformer. Nice. In this transformer, we will plug into our machine. So the scaffolding will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll put 1 down, and it's going to be this red one right here, the redstone. So it's going to go like that, and then it's going to be another scaffolding, and then we're going to have 2 conveyor belts going like that and like that, and then we're going to have the piston going straight down onto, oh, please don't, there we go. We're going to have the piston going straight down, if I'm correct, like that. Okay, now you're just trolling me. Like that. And I can't dig underneath it because then it's like, okay, well, you know what's gonna happen? Okay. 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 I know exactly what's happening. You just want to troll me. There we go. Like so. And on top of it is that engineer's block. The heavy engineer's block. So we're actually... Oh, that thing nearly just threw me off into the void. And then if I right-click it with the hammer... There we go. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's cool. I've never done this before. Wow. Okay, so now the fun part is getting some power to this. And I think we can just wire it over like this. But we actually need to make a connector here. And I think we can just plug this right there. And the wire will go on like that. 0 out of 16 if. Am I doing this right? I don't think I am. Oh wait. Our cable just like connection is obstructed. What's obstructing the connection? All right, so we have to move this over because it's telling me the connection is obstructed. We're gonna move this pole like 1 step forward just so that the connection's not obstructed anymore. And that way we can actually keep everything nice and clean. Boom, boom. And I actually need that. Thank you. And we'll put the relay up here. This relay will go here, and we will parkour across here again to connect the relay components like that. And ow, that hurts a lot. And this transformer will go here, and we can connect it like that to a connector in the back over here. Oh, we already have one. And we can connect this to that. Connection is obstructed. Okay, so what if I move the transformer over here? Okay, I really need to build more space because this is a little too close to the edge for me, and I'm not liking that too much. And since the walls don't really mark where our base is gonna go, it doesn't really matter how far out we extend, but I do know that I'm just not trying to fall off into the void someplace. So we're gonna go ahead and just expand this out just a little bit. Just so I feel a little safer, so I don't have to worry about falling off into the edge someplace. So if I connect from here to here, that should be no longer obstructed, and I should be able to do that, and this should now be getting power. So if I run... Well, I actually can't do anything right now. Whoa! Oh my god, that scared the absolute hell out of me, dude. Can you guys, like, not be here? I can see you, dude. Where'd he go? Yeah, there we go. Get out of here. We don't need you in here. Alright. Ow! So... Ow. Am I not doing this right? Dude, stop hitting me. Alright, so let's get rid of this waypoint, actually, because it's kind of messing me up here. Remove. Perfect. So, with this going, we now really just have to wait for EMC value to actually double everything here. So, in order to get where we need to be, we need to wait for the EMC value to go up so we can actually make the next part of this, which, of course, is the compressed agglomerate, which is 8 tier 1 agglomerates and 1 mini catalyst. Now, since I know that there is a Tinker's construct in here, I think we should actually start... Oh, we have Draconic Evolution. Sorry. Well, I think we should actually make ourselves a crafting station so that we don't have to keep dropping all this. So let's get ourselves a pattern, and let's get this crafting table. Pattern... And we'll pick up this crafting table actually underneath us so that we don't have to keep leaving crafting and having to re-input it. So if I put this down and start making the agglomerate, which I actually have 2 of now, we can slowly start building out our actual build. And since they're very expensive, we might have to upgrade our speed with these. As I don't think these are producing enough. We might have to speed it up. But knowing how these actually are out of fuel, we actually might need to get some more coal inside of our pieces over here. So we're just gonna grab like 4 stacks. Since we only have 4 pieces, we're gonna take our Starling dynamos and go ahead and just make sure that all 4 of these have power. Just like that. Boom. And now that all 4 of these have power, we should actually start, well, not the tier 2 resource generators. We should actually get the tier 1 resource generators. And doing so, we should be able to get some cables as well. Cable? Maybe not. We might actually just need to wait a little bit to get some more cables. But in doing so, we should be able to just say goodbye to the wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and I need 2 more. We should be able to say goodbye to the actual piece of, I was thinking something and it just slipped away. I don't even remember what I was saying. Say goodbye to what? To the piece of something. I don't remember. We're just going to keep going. We need cables. And I think that after we get some of these cables in here, we needed 2 more of the tier 1s. 1. So we're just going to go 1, 2, and 1, 2. Just to be safe. And I think the 5 is already there, but we're just going to go 1, 1, 2. And we're going to go 1 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there, and then 4 in the back as well. So these guys will start generating stuff. And now we can actually get some faster output, hopefully. So hopefully if we get this faster output, then, you know, we don't have to wait anymore. Okay, so we have some more of this. We need some cable or pipe. It's pipe, not cable. We need the pipe, and we need a wrench to actually get things going here. So we're actually going to get all of this set up just like that, and we're going to disconnect everything that is not there. I realized I told Shavance I was streaming, and I didn't even tell him where. But it's alright. We'll figure it out later. Right now, we just need to make sure that all this stuff is connected properly, and our output should actually be coming a lot quicker. There we go. As we see here, we are getting a quicker output with everything. Now, I'm not sure. I saw something here. I think it's called a mini catalyst. And I'm pretty sure that there's a way to grow them. Yeah, there's a way to get tier 1 large catalyst. And I'm not sure how. Catalytic converter. And I need mystical agriculture in order to do that. Yeah, so we actually do need mystical agriculture in order for us to get a better output with all of this. Now, we're just going to have to wait a little bit because the next part we need is for us to actually get, well, you know, EMC value enough to actually use our machine over there. So we're going to go ahead and just do all this, throw that in there, and we actually need another catalyst. And we need the tier 1 catalyst for the middle of this crafting table. And now we just need 5 more pieces. And those 5 more pieces will be able to help us get everything done. There is a chicken, and I'm not sure how he got up there. But, oh, it's because of this. Right. I need some seeds right now. There we go. So, it looks like our chickens are actually a little special. So we're actually going to get a wall. And we're just going to build it higher on that backside so we can keep our water bucket there. Yeah, we'll build it higher back here. Just so that we don't have to worry about them getting out. There we go. And now they can walk all around over here and not get out. Perfect. Okay. So, we need to get... Okay, let's put all this away. Put those away, put that away. And now the next part, I think we should actually start building our mystical agriculture farm so that we can get that going. So we're going to get some cobblestone. Not cobblestone. We're going to get some stone bricks since we're actually going to start upgrading here. And let's get some dirt as well. Let's get a lot of dirt. And let's get some water as well. Let's get a lot of water. All right. And I'm surprised our barrels actually aren't filling up with all this rain pouring. Which is kind of weird because they were filling up earlier. But right now, we're going to go ahead and take out this piece. And we lost that torch, which is okay. It's not super dire. And 64 EMC, it doesn't really matter. But we'll go ahead and do that. And these two are worth 2 as well. So, let's go ahead and get our outline. We're going to outline our mystical agriculture area in stone bricks here, and I lost a piece. Unfortunate, but it is A-okay. So our stone bricks here, they're going to outline how big our mystical agriculture area is, and so that we can actually get some work done. And we're going to stop our mystical agriculture right here, actually, just so that we're not going too crazy with how big this is going to be. Of course, it is going to be big because there are a lot of ores we're going to have to go through, but we don't need it super big right now as, well, you know, it is only the beginning of it. Now, for some reason, I do have the peeve of keeping my base looking at least semi-tidy, despite us being in the sky. So I'm not just going to have water flowing down into the abyss, even though I probably should to make it a lot easier for myself. But knowing how I operate, it's not going to be that easy. But right now, let's just get our outline done so that we can at least get the dirt down. And we can figure out the water later, because water, of course, is not the main thing we need right now. But I think we have some guidelines already, excuse me, that we can actually follow. So if we get this like that and go ahead and do this nice little bottom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Like so. And then this way we can actually just have our dirt here, and then we don't have to worry about water falling into the abyss. So this actually works out a lot better than I thought it would be. Right now, this really just looks like a giant pool we're building. But, of course, it's not going to be a pool. And I thought that grass was a zombag for a second. But here's the thing. When we get to Draconic Evolution, we're going to need a space that's going to hold our battery for that, because the batteries get pretty big. And we might just have it off the edge of the base, which wouldn't be a problem for us, since the end of the base, well, you know, it's just going to be void. So we're going to have a lot of space over there. We're just going to have to build an area for the filling up part of the battery. But that's something to worry about for a later day, as we're still quite in early game, and Mystical Agriculture is still only Tier 2. Now, if we look at the quest book, as we get to Tier 3, you're going to see that we're going to get into some reactors and stuff. So this is actually going to be pretty cool. And then we can actually get into more of the EMC with infinite items, and hopefully actually completing the mod pack, which will make life a lot easier. So if we can just get ourselves nice and going over here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, shoot. I really don't want to fall into the void here, but we are building a pretty dangerous area. Building a pool. So the plan I have is I think we're going to do each row is going to be its own ore. Is what I'm thinking. Each row on Mystical Agriculture here is going to be its own ore, and then we're going to have a nice water line straight down the center here so that we don't have to worry about having all the little potholes and everything for water. And since, well, you know, there's watering cans, watering stuff is going to be a lot easier, and we won't have to, well, you know, have to figure out how to do a sprinkler, since, of course, there aren't sprinklers in this version, but they are in, I knew that was about to happen. There are in, okay, we're just going to wait for that to despawn. There are in Sky Factory. Now, I've noticed that there are bonsai plants, or bonsai pots, which are known as botany pots in this mod. So we actually might be able to grow ourselves some carrots just to kind of get started with things, as carrots are a good source of food. But if we really wanted to grow something really quickly, we could probably just put our Inferium essence that we're going to have inside a bonsai pot, or Inferium flowers, and just have that growing automatically. and have it placed into something that will be a lot easier. Now, to keep this thing nice and easy, we're just going to go straight down the center. Oop. Go straight down the center here. And just outline it with what we actually needed. And this way, we don't have to worry about it hitting anything else. Now, I would really love it for it to stop raining because it's been raining for quite a bit now. And I think it's actually been a few days since it's actually stopped raining or even chilled out with all of that. But we're getting some progress done here. And at least having the farm built is going to be some good actual progress. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of knew that one side was a little bit long. So actually, I think we're a row too long on this side. As if we look on that side, it's a row of 4, and over here it's a row of 5. Because this is actually supposed to be cobblestone and not actually the stone bricks that we had. Got a little carried away making a big swimming pool, but I think we have way more than enough dirt to actually just complete this area. Now, of course, we could make this thing tiered, a tiered level with the mystical agriculture, but I think for right now, just having it this way is completely fine and easily usable and easily scalable with the plans that we have in mind. Now, actually don't need that there either. I'm trying to make sure that I don't actually fall off the edge here. Come on, come on. Nice, nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do all of this. And take that off as well. And this way we can just kind of close all this off. And get our cobblestone outline on this so that we can get our walls up. Because walls are quite important to have on this. So our wall would actually start there. And it would go like that. And this way, we can actually get our water like this to be pretty easily set out. And we actually don't need to have much here because the water will duplicate itself with the source block trick that Java has, which is pretty cool. So if I just do that and put that there and that there. Oops, I'm just moving this down for some reason. Alright, cool. The water is complete. Let's go shove all this stuff back into the EMC table because we don't need all this extra stuff. And just go ahead and do all that. We need some cobblestone. And some cobblestone walls. Actually, we'll grab 2 stacks of each just to be safe. And right now we're just letting some of our machines build up EMC so that we can actually just dump it into our system and start building the agglomerates, the agglomerate or whatever it's called. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I have probably mentioned it a few times here, we have Ginger in the chat. And
nice to meet you. I'm Ginger.
That was actually really perfect timing with that. But she's able, or he, she, whatever you want to, whatever gender, but my Ginger, she's able to be fed and watered through bits. If you guys are able to do that, if you want to, you're able to interact with her as well, and she will talk and do whatever as you have seen before. But it's all up to you. I'm just letting you guys know that she is there, and I'm probably going to change her voice to actually fit the character a little bit better, so it's not just a random dude talking for Ginger. But yes, we have the walls and stuff. That's not where I wanted it to go. And let's get some torches because that area is very dark. And we need to get some torches out there. So doing so, I know we're already going to lose some of these because we're going to have some bottom slabs here. Just so that we don't actually do something here. And I want to see. I'm pretty sure we have the lily pad of fertility. If we go L-I-L-L. L-I. Hugely pad, lily pad, lily pad. It does not look like we have the lily pad of fertility. So if we do fertil. So for fertilizer, and we have the watering can. Alright, so yeah, we don't have to worry about the water as there's no lily pad of fertility, and that's completely fine. We're actually just going to go ahead and do this nice big old row across like that. Perfect. And I believe we can place torches here. No, we can't. So we can actually place a torch here. And we can actually place a torch here. And then we'll place one here as well. Here. And we'll even place one evenly across right there. So that would be, this one would go right there. This one would go right here. See right there? So I think actually it would go right there. Right? And this one would go right there. Oh, one over, right there. Nice. So if we take this one and place this there, and if we take this one and place it here, perfect. We actually have a nicely built thing here. Could actually just throw that piece off the edge. Why don't you? Put that one there. We're actually gonna need one on the corners, because why not? And nice. Our mystical agriculture area is nice and built. And I think the next thing we're going to need to do is put some, I don't know why I keep putting it in the chest. We're going to have to put some soil down, so we're going to need to make a hoe. So we're going to need 2 iron, and 2 sticks, like that. And this will get us a hoe. We actually can't use this crafting table, so we're going to build another one. This crafting table and another template or blank pattern. Yeah, blank pattern. And this will get us a crafting station, which is EMCable, and I did not learn this for some reason. But now we have, and we can put this one right on top of that one there and make ourselves a hoe, which is also EMCable, so we'll learn that. And nice. Let's go hoe some ground real quick. I'm going to eat apparently. Alright. Doing this. This should actually, the water here should actually water up to 4, if I'm correct, with everything. So we're actually just going to go ahead and put all of this down, just like so. And it'd be cool if we could actually get started with mystical agriculture, even if it's just like the inferium essence. And I was right, yeah, it does water up to 4. So this whole area actually should be watered really well here. And we'll do rows of 4 for each one of the ores, and maybe we'll actually double up if there is not if there's extra space, which of course there probably is going to be a lot of extra space with how many ores are in this, but we never know. We'll have to find out and wait and see to see what actually happens. Cool. So this is just gonna go ahead and water itself, and I'm gonna go throw this back on the EMC table because I don't think the EMC goes down based on usage, which is nice. And today we are going to check this right now. Well, actually, what we really need to do is we need to get rid of this death thing, because seeing that while I'm running around is not cool. But look at our base. We're actually making some progress here. We have a big gray area, which is going to be for our building, and our nice farm area, kind of like how we had it planned to begin with. Our Tinker's Construct and stuff is going to expand out over here, and we're going to have something else over here, which is our basic machines. So over on this area will probably be our full industrial craft over there. And all of this, of course, we can just throw into our EMC table to make sure that we actually keep building up our EMC, since, of course, we have lost a lot today. And just like that, we actually have ourselves another glomerate, which is beautiful. And we're only 5 short, which is beautiful. So we're 5 away from getting that piece done. And that'll get us even closer to getting started with mystical agriculture. Since, of course, getting this is going to be the hardest part. But I hope that it actually runs right. Because it looks like it says 0 out of 1600 IF. And I hope that is, ow, I'm actually dying here. I think it's just waiting for us to put some things on it. And I hope that's the case. Because if not, then I don't really know how to get this thing running. But right now, let's go ahead and get some cows inside of here. Because cows, of course, we're going to need for milk and even some leather. But since we got leather other ways, we don't really need to worry about it too badly. But we're going to go ahead and throw this back in here. And I think we can just actually throw everything but the pig bait inside of our EMC table. Now, the next step we need, of course, is to get... We could get started on Tinker's Construct. Now, as we see, we have some tools over here, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work. And I want to know if we can actually build ourselves some Inferium seeds, but it doesn't look like we're actually going to be able to get started on that. Now, in order for us to get some Inferiums, we actually might be able to, but we have to wait until we get more Inferium because we don't have Inferium right now. Now, the next best thing we could possibly do is get a mob farm because mob farm is probably the best way for us to get Inferium right now. So, if there's mob spikes, which is actually, this might actually work really well for us to get a mob farm going. The only problem is storing everything, but we should be able to get that working as well. Now, the real question is, where are we going to build a mob farm? We have our normal farm over here, which, of course, we're going to have to expand a lot because it's going to get very crowded for all of our animals we have. And we actually might be able to build our mob farm right next to our mystical agriculture farm. I nearly just tossed that torch off the edge because that way we won't have to worry about it being in the way of everything because our mystical agriculture's there and we can always expand our animal farm further that way. So let's start getting some Inferium essence with a mob farm because everything's lit up over here and they're only going to be able to spawn inside of that farm. Doing so, we can actually just, this machine is just going to keep pushing out ores for us and we can just keep dumping it into our system here. But if we can get mystical agriculture started and even with a botany pot or a botanical pot or whatever it's called, botany pot, this way we can... small pot for growing many types of plants. This way we can actually get some things going here. And I think we actually might be able to build something. So if we get ourselves some bricks, we can actually make ourselves a pot. And with this pot, we actually are going to be able to make terracotta and make ourselves a botany pot. Which, if we make a hopper botany pot, will actually make a lot more sense. So let's get ourselves some terracotta. And let's make ourselves a botany pot. And this way... Uh-oh. Did I not build this right? This way, we can actually go ahead and start making some cool things. So if we give ourselves some iron and a chest, we should be able to make ourselves a hopper. And that's like 5 iron, I think, and a chest. The same way we made the botany pot. So it's chest in the center. And it looks like a hopper, of course, like that. And if we learn that, which doesn't look like we already had, but we didn't get an award for learning the hopper. And I think we can actually learn the botany pot. Now you're thinking with hoppers. That's funny. Let's go ahead and get a chest. So if we get ourselves Inferium essence, we can go ahead and get Inferium seeds and put them in a botany pot. Now, right now, with the Inferium essence, we're going to need a lot of it. So, we're going to store this in there so far. And we're going to get ourselves some hoppers. And we're going to probably make ourselves some iron spikes as well. So that we can get a... mob farm going. It doesn't have to be a good mob farm, but a mob farm will be very helpful for us. I'm not sure why I grabbed 2 sticks for that. Since we only need 1 to make a sword, and we need 3 of these and a block of iron, I think. Get ourselves, yeah, a block of iron. And this way we can get ourselves a spike. And this spike, I think, is EMCable, so we can get our Inferium essence. we're going to learn this spike. We're going to get 8 of them. Oh my god, we actually just wiped out our whole inventory full of blocks here. And we actually need some more EMC because we just used it all to make, hopefully, a way to get this going. So let's get a fan. And I'm sure there is a fan in here. Mob fan. There we go. Raven feather, feather. Oh, we actually have feathers. 1, 2, 3. I need that. And I think I actually just need 1 more of these to make it even. Which we probably won't even need that many. But we're going to get an upgrade. And we're going to get iron. There's going to be 4 of those. And this mob farm actually should be very small. We shouldn't make it super huge. But we should make it just enough to modifier with 1, max of 3. Modifier with 1, max of 3. Fan distance. We need a mob fan, which is EMCable. So we're going to need 4 stone slabs, 4 iron ingots, and 1 redstone block. 1 redstone block, 4 iron ingots. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slabs. And 4 of these. And this will give us a mob fan to be able to actually get ourselves started with our... That's a compressed redstone block. No wonder we ran out of stuff so quickly. And this will get us a mob fan. And this way we can actually get started with this. So doing so, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some cobblestone. And maybe even some stone bricks to get this thing going. And the mob fan, I forget the range of the mob fan here. If we're correct, the mob fan, it is 1, 2, 3. And if we get 2 more of these, but I think a 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a drop off. A 3 by 5 will be good for a mob farm, and then just have this in the middle, which should be pretty easy to build. But right now, we're just going to go ahead and build a nice little simple one right over here. So we're going to go boom, boom. And just give ourselves some space between this. Maybe like 2. And then, so we have the 2 blocks of space right here. And then this will be our wall. Like that. And then over here, we'll put the mob farm. So let's actually get our wall. I'm so confused why I didn't grab the walls earlier. But it's alright. We'll just grab ourselves 2 stacks of walls. And go ahead and throw everything down. Just so that we can get our Inferium Essence started. And with our Inferium Essence, we can actually get our step into mystical agriculture. But we gotta get this mob farm started first. And that way we can hopefully produce more ores to get the next tier of items. Now, what was the size of this fan that we needed? So we need it to be 3 by something, if I'm correct. It's 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 by 6. And we need it to be a little bit bigger. So we're going to have, of course, this is going to be like our ending. And then we're going to switch to stone bricks. So here's where they're going to die. Here's where our chest is going to be. Chest is going to be here. We're going to have right behind it our hoppers. Like so. Hopper. If I could actually place it down. Hopper. And hopper. Nice. So those will feed into there. Our spikes will go here. So, of course, we're going to need to... Oh, I know they just fell off the edge. We're going to need to have a nice little platform around here real quick. Just so that we don't actually jump off into the void. Because jumping off into the void is not going to be fun. And we are going to be nice and snuggy right up next to the wall here. Which is completely fine. And if I'm correct, it is a 3 by 6. So maybe we do need to scoot this wall over. And we probably need to put another hopper right next to it. So we'll put 2 like that. And our wall will go like this. And we will need to have another hopper. And we'll fix our chests as well. So our chests actually shouldn't be like that. We should actually have our chests in here like this. So this way we can have 3 hoppers. And we have 3 of those. So yeah, 3 hoppers. 1, 2, 3, and 3 spikes. So let's get ourselves another hopper. And let's get ourselves another set of chests. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. And this way, we're actually going to be able to have as many things down as possible. So we put another chest here and put a hopper in there. And then if we just go ahead and connect everything up like so, which of course for some reason we actually didn't connect everything up. If we connect everything up like so, boom and boom, then we should be pretty good. So this should come out like this, and we should have our fence out like that. And this way, when we have our spikes down, our spikes should be able to just kill things and they'll drop into here. Of course, we're gonna have slabs on top of our chests. So it's gonna go block slab like that. So we're gonna be able to see inside of it. So this is where our drop down is actually gonna be. Now, as we're right next to the edge here, let's go ahead and get our walkway done, because this is kind of dangerous for us to just be dangling ourselves off the edge of the platform here. So we're gonna go ahead and do this, just so that we don't actually lose anything. And go ahead and do this. Perfect. So our back end, we're gonna go like this, and this is gonna be our drop down. And right in here, really, as I go ahead and just kind of clean up our area here, which I really think we should just move our wall to be connected right there, but it's alright, we'll have it like this. We don't have to be perfect. We have to be perfect enough that it'll work. So here's our 3, and here is our 3 spikes, so let's make sure we actually don't fall into this. And then we're gonna need 6 outwards. So 1, 2, and I actually think we need to be 5 outwards, because 6 is gonna be right outside of the fan. No, so 6 is right. So 6 is right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6, and our wall will be here. And this is
How
where
are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you, Ginger? I'm not sure, she can't really hear me, but it's completely okay. She'll understand us eventually. Now, where did I put the fan? And I hope oh, the fan's over here. So we'll put the fan up eventually. I'm getting I'm getting a lot of eggs from our chickens. I don't know where a nice alada came from, but it popped up. And I'm pretty sure that if we get this built right, we actually should be able to have multiple mobs spawn in here. Maybe a little too many, but I think it'll be fine. We're going to get stone bricks again, and I think a few stacks of them will actually do well. Because we're going to need a way to, well, make sure that nothing falls down. And make sure that I actually don't fall off the edge. But we're going to go ahead and darken this whole area up. And it's going to be red inside when we're actually finished with it. So we have to make sure we can get out without dying. And this is going to go like that. And our fan is actually going to sit right there in the middle. And we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. And this way, we'll have some space for everybody to spawn in here. Now, if I do this right, I'm pretty sure I can actually modulate this, because, of course, it is a very, very small mob farm, but they do drop Inferium Essence, and that is what we're looking for right now. And the Inferium Essence is going to be very important for us to build our farm, our Mystical Agriculture farm, because Inferium Essence is the base bone of Mystical Agriculture with the seeds. I nearly just fell in there, and I nearly just died, and that would have hurt a lot. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that when all of this is dark, things will actually spawn inside of here. So when we get our slabs, which I actually probably should have grabbed first, they're going to go there. I'm going to do this right now so that when I test it, we'll actually be able to see what it will look like. So let's get our stone slabs. I think stone brick slabs. And we have another ad break coming up here in 10 minutes. So we're going to have another break. As soon as we get the mob farm up and online. But yes, if we put our slabs like this way we should actually have a, if I can actually get back in here. This actually might have a better chance of being dark. Hey, that actually hurts a lot. There's actually a high chance that we might need to put stairs down there too to make sure it actually stays dark, because this is still kind of light. And there's going to be mobs spawning over here. So let me not step too far away, but let me get some stairs. And we'll make upside down stairs for it so that it'll be dark, but we can still open the chests. And this way, everything will work out in the way it's intended. So if we put stairs like this, we should be able to actually see how dark it is when we close this up. Which, of course, for some reason is still kind of dark, but we can't really complain too much, because I think we'll still be able to have some mobs spawning in here. Which, of course, will be really good, because they're all going to spawn back here and run that way. But right there is going to be our box fan, so let's go ahead and get that right now while we're not doing anything important. So we're going to grab this box fan, and we're going to place it down inside, and we need to get actually on the back of this to turn it on, because this is run by redstone, and that actually hurts a lot. I don't know why I keep, and this should actually be, oh, I see. I need to get a mob distance upgrade. Mob fan distance upgrade, because I made it a little short here. So we need to actually get a distance upgrade. And this way it'll be easier for us. We're actually going to snooze our ad break here, because we don't really need it. So let's get ourselves some redstone. Let's get ourselves some feathers. I think it's feathers. 4 feathers and 4 iron. Let's get some iron. And let's get some feathers. Throw that in there. And we're going to throw this like that. And this will give us another... Oh, I actually need to learn this. Fan. Oh, I didn't even get that I didn't get that upgrade in here. Which is not cool. We need to get that upgrade inside the EMC table. Because I'm actually not going to run back in here and grab it again. So let's get our area upgrade, which is perfect. And we're going to throw this in the EMC table so that we don't have to worry about trying to craft another one of these again. Although it's not hard to craft, I'm not trying to craft it again. But let's go shove this back inside, and let's go get a lever. I actually should have grabbed a lever before I ran all the way over here. So there's no reason for me to keep running back and forth. So let's get a stick. A stick like that. Let's get a stick and a piece of cobblestone to make ourselves a lever. Learn that. We don't need our stone slabs, which actually for some reason we can't throw inside of our machine. It's kind of weird, but we can't complain. And what's going to happen is we're going to place our thing in there, which is beautiful. And then we're actually going to have to sneak around the back to place the lever down and turn it on. And now that it's on, we actually should be pushed into it. And of course, I should have thought that through before I just kind of got shoved into our thing here. Now, as you see, it's gonna be quite painful for the mobs to fall into here, as I just died really, really quickly. So we need to actually sneak around the back and put the actual piece on there. So we need to... What I'm really thinking is we bring the chests out another row, because the chests will be able to enclose some of the darkness. So if we actually just kind of sneak off like this, we might be able to... Maybe not. We're really just trying to get back here so that we can close this off. And it doesn't really matter if we lose some, but I think that we will be good. And this way we can actually go get our pieces, but before that, of course, our mobs are going to be spawning in here. We actually should probably bring out our hoppers a little bit more so that this way we can get more darkness inside. So if we bring our hoppers up to here, then this way we can get some mod spawnage going. And we should actually be able to reach it from this angle. And I nearly just killed myself again. So we need to be careful here running around. And we're going to get 3 more hoppers. And these guys are just going to plug right on in. So we shouldn't have to worry about anything getting too crazy here. So these guys actually, if we do this right, we should be able to just go 1, 2, and 3. If I can actually just hop right on up here. 1, 2, and 3. And then we can just close all this off. And this way we won't have to worry about anything else. And I actually just want to kind of hop in here, which I really can't, but we're going to do it anyways. Just to see how dark this room actually gets. And it is darker than before, which is good. So, there's a plus. We have a lot more space in here for mobs to spawn, which is really good. And then, what actually I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit taller. So we need to go on the backside and turn off the farm. And we need some torches as well, because we can't have mobs being able to spawn anywhere else on the island if we want this to work right. So we're going to grab some torches. And we're going to torch up this whole area over here so that they actually can't spawn on anything else. And we're going to grab these blocks and go all the way up to the top. And we're just going to place this down, and that down. And I don't know why I did that, because I'm actually about to make this a little bit taller. Because we need to get the pieces in, but we do need to turn the machine off so that we don't get sent into the abyss again. And now that it's off, we're going to go ahead and just actually hike it up a lot here. And I think the best way that we could do this is we're going to do this with it and just have these random parts that are just up in the air so that we're able to just sit there and I don't know why I closed it off, because I have to get back up top again. Ow. And of course, this is the hardest part, is actually designing the mob farm to get us some consistent drops. But if we do this, and then if we go up another 2, like that, and then put another one, we actually might be able to have a really good mob idea. And this way, this will be the top of the mob farm and not the other part. There we go. And we can do it like this. Perfect. And I actually need to drop down here because this needs to be spaced out to here. Like so. Actually, to be careful here because I don't want to be falling in those spikes again, because they do hurt. And they hurt a lot. And I hope I have enough blocks with what I've designed here. I really do. And I think I'm going to need some trapdoors. I think I am. Okay, we're going to have enough blocks, hopefully. Oops. Let's go ahead and just parkour our way down here. Please? Nice. And boom, 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 boom. There we go. Oh, I ran out of blocks. Kind of exactly what I thought would happen. That really hurt. That hurt a lot. I just fell out of the sky. So this monstrosity over there should get us started into mystical agriculture, because as you see, we have 4 Imperium Essence, and we need 8 to even get started inside of mystical agriculture. And, well, this is kind of going to be the hardest part to get started. So we need stone bricks. Boom, boom, boom. And I think we're going to need some trapdoors, which we don't have. We're going to make them with planks. And the planks, we should be able to, I think it's 4 or 6 for it. There we go. Should be able to make trapdoors like this. And we should be able to learn them. So a stack of trapdoors actually might get us someplace. We don't need these slabs anymore. And the spawning platform should be dark enough for everything to actually spawn. Munch up our food real quick. We actually are going to have to get inside to actually do some things. But right now, we're just going to get ourselves right back up to the top. And hopefully we don't hurt ourselves coming back down again. Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to hurt if we fall in. But right now, we need to get... Oh. Okay. Well, not exactly the way I planned it to go. There we go. And this should be able to get us some credit with the mobs, right? They should be able to just fall straight on in there. Alright, and all of this, they will think these are full blocks and fall in. Nice. And I think those, yep. I think we should get some output there. Alright, cool. So the what are they called? The spikes do allow items to pass through. I do like that. And now we just have to get trapdoors on the top lever and cover it up so that we can get everything going. I'm actually going to snooze our ads again here because we're so close to finishing this, and there's no reason to put ads on in the middle of what we're doing, and I kind of don't need them right now. So we're going to get this platform done as well. And of course, this mob farm, I've never built something like this before. This is the newest of a mob farm I've ever built. I've always built these huge extravagant ones that allow us to drop like hundreds of mobs a second. And I'm not really trying to build that, especially on something that is such a beginner level. Like maybe if we get to a level where we need a lot of like lot of drops, then we can, but I don't think we really need that much stuff right now. But I do know we are going to need Inferior Essence, so this is probably the best way to get it started. So let's go ahead and do this, and our roof is done. And we put another one right there just to be safe. And now we'll just dig our way... Oh. Now we'll just dig our way down. And, I actually got scared there for a second. Whew. Alright. Well, we need to get on the back somehow. But I really do need to see what it's like on the inside now that we have these, these platforms. And I think it's actually going to be dark enough up top for things to spawn. So I'm actually going to check these out. It looks like it's dark there, and it looks like it's dark there. So those are going to be our main spawning platforms, which is going to be really good. And anything that falls on here is going to get pushed into our spike chamber, which is even better. So now let's get around on the backside somehow and go ahead and get our pieces going. As we need to turn on the machine here. And turning on the machine is probably going to be the hardest part. There we go. The machine is on, and getting back is even harder. Okay. Everything should be set to go. Now we just kind of have to wait. And since we have to wait, that is the only part of the island that's dark enough for mobs to spawn. So they should just spawn in there very easily without any complaints. Until, of course, they fall to their doom. Now, we need a new iron pickaxe because that one's dead. And it actually does look like our value goes down, the EMC value goes down as the usage of the axes occur, which is completely fine. But we do need to empty all of this out because it does fill up very, very quickly, especially with the added parts we have on it. And this should get us back up to another 100,000 EMC to pull out another part, which actually is very useful because we need this. And once we finish the conglomerate, the agglomerate or whatever it's called, with our last 4 pieces we're waiting for, we'll be able to see if our compactor thing over here will actually... What in the world? We'll actually be able to see if our compactor thing over here will work properly with it. Now, of course, I don't know how to put anything onto it, so that's going to be kind of interesting to see. I don't know if I just do that or if I have to right-click it on there. I probably have to right-click it on there, but I'm not 100% sure. But I really am going to have to, like, read the manual here. Power, conveyor belt, invert the redstone control. Metal press, under pressure. Metal press mold. I think I'm supposed to put the mold there. I'm not sure. But I know that something here. If I go here and we check out the tier 2 progression and go there, we need the metal press mold plate. And we need the conglomerate or agglomerate will be able to have us press it down. And I know we have a metal press mold someplace. There we go. And I think this way, we right-click it onto there. Look, there's the plate now. It's kind of cool. I have actually never used it before, so seeing all this stuff in action is actually really, really cool. Nice. The next part here. Look, we actually have some Inferium Essence. So our mob farm is working, which is beautiful. If we just leave it for a bit and just let it do its thing, then we actually should have some decent outputs of Inferium Essence. And I know if we make ourselves some Inferium Dirt or Inferium Soil, I think is what it's called. Inferium Soil.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Uh-oh. We should be able to squish iron with the press. It looks like Ginger's kind of hungry too. Let me feed Ginger here. I think there's a way for me to feed Ginger. I know there's a way for you guys to. I have to figure out how I can. Okay. We'll do that. There we go.
Level up.
Did she feed? Did she feed? There we go. All right, cool.
It's delicious, the Minecraft musician.
There we go. So we did. It did work. I didn't know if I set it up right or not, but it looks like if you
It's delicious, Thresh Prince 01.
That treating Ginger. So yeah, if you use your bits,
It's delicious, Thresh Prince 01.
you can feed Ginger, you can water Ginger, you can play rock paper scissors. I think that's what else it was.
Level up.
Dreams, you can
It's delicious, Thresh Prince 01.
treat Ginger, show game, hydrate Ginger, rock paper scissors. So yeah. Ginger, they're channel points. Is that what it is? Bits? Oh, channel points, not bits. I keep saying bits. Can you stop making the weird mac and cheese sound? Oh wait. Oh my god. I'm looking at Ginger play rock paper scissors. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, how does it? I think you're supposed to type what you what you choose there, Nate. I think. I think you're supposed to choose rock, paper, or scissors. And then Ginger will choose rock, paper, or scissors. I think so. Give me a poll, waiting for it to time out. Oh, it gave you a poll. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this is new. I was
Incoming
scrolling
ad
the...
break.
Oh, 2 minutes. 2 minutes for ad break. Thank you, Ginger. I was scrolling through, and it told me about it, so I had to check it out. I don't know why I'm checking it so fast. It's a very slow mob grinder, so I don't know why I'm checking it every 2 seconds. But we need another 400,000 EMC to get this thing going. And these things actually run really quickly to even get this thing started. Now, we are going to get an ad break here in a second, and we've been streaming for quite a bit. 2 hours and 13 minutes, which is nice. Okay, what's happening here? Got another fishy. Fishy. And right now, I think we're just waiting to build the agglomerate, and maybe even some Inferium Essence, because, well, kind of can't do anything else until we get some seeds. And right now we have 6, so we're waiting on 2 more Inferium Essence to get this thing started. And then we can get some Inferium seeds going, which are tier 1. Which would be even better for us. And with the Inferium seeds, we can get Inferium soil. So if we get 6 Inferium seeds, or Inferium essence, we can get Inferium soil and put them in a bonsai plant. And that way we can get faster Inferium essence to actually get more seeds, and, you know, well, the cycle completes. But it looks like, yeah, like I said, it's very, very slow mob farm, which is completely fine. And I don't think I need to sit AFK next to it, but I do notice that I am throwing a lot of my EMCable stuff inside my chest, which is fine. We can just throw it inside of there a little later. But I do probably want to get some stuff going with Tinker's Construct soon, but maybe after we get our next ores, which we're really, really close to getting. We just need 4 more pieces. And, well, waiting for it, well, it's not the best thing. But, you know, we'll have to get it done. And, I think we have an ad breaking up in 17 seconds here, which we'll just probably chill out until the ads are done. And then we'll continue on to where we left off, which is probably going to build another machine. So I'll see you guys here after these ads. Oh, the ad had just ended. I thought I was waiting for the ad break. Hello, welcome back. We did nothing. I've been running around back and forth the whole time waiting for you guys, talking to myself. If you were here with Twitch Prime or whatever subscription, you heard all that, but I was just rambling to myself saying, oh yeah, we need 4 more of these. And I was thinking about getting started with Tinker's Construct, but I'm really waiting just to get these last 4, and maybe even getting some Inferium Essence, because then we can get Inferium Soil, and get all of that jazz done. Well, we have to get 100,000 more. So we're just waiting right now, and I really need to get more Inferium Essence. So this is very, very slow, but it's okay. Because I could probably speed it up later if we get something better. Alright, so here's the next idea. These are generating quite a lot, but they're very slow still. And I really think that I should be feeding it more. Because as you see, it is kind of slow, but it is also kind of fast at the same time. It's getting like 3 of these every second. Or every 5 seconds it's getting 3 of these. And that way it is, as you see, that way it's really pumping out some materials for us.
Hope everyone enjoys it here. Please follow the stream.
Oh, thank you, Ginger. Makes it easier for me, so I keep forgetting. But, yeah, we're really trying to get it so that we can get this conveyor thing working to get the next part of the engineering. Now,
SST. Ginger has a dream. Can the chat describe it?
We really need to get the tier 2 mini catalyst to get a block of steel, but I think right now what we need to do is get more coal into here to get some more creosote oil to get more treated wood, because if we're running out of treated wood, and I know that we're going to need a lot of it. So let's get some coal. We'll get a stack. And let's get some buckets. I think 16 will be fine. And we're going to make some more treated wood to make it a little easier for us. I don't know what in the world that just... Apparently that is Ginger's dream right there, guys. Not sure what it is, but if you can decipher the emojis, that would be pretty cool. Because I don't know what the hell it's saying.
Wow, what a weird dream.
Was it actually supernatural? There's actually no way that was supernatural. Was it actually supernatural? I'm not sure. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me what the dream was, so I don't even know. I just made chests. I just wasted all this wood and made chests. Oh my. Oh wait, I can switch between the crafting tables.
Refreshing. Thanks, Fresh Prince 01.
Well, I love how Ginger just shoved her face into the fucking water. Oh my gosh. Alright, we have some more treated wood. And we actually need to put all this back. I don't know why I put it inside of here like it was the EMT table.
Level up.
What is shell game? Not sure what shell game is, but seems pretty cool.
Do you know where it is?
Let's see. We're going to shove all this in here. We're back up to 50,000 EMC. And we're going to... I keep coming over here like I can do something with this, but I really can't. I want to make sure that our steel is still working, which it's not, so we need to make more steel. And we actually probably need to take that slag out of there as well, because that's not going to work very well. So let's get ourselves a stack of iron. We're going forward and backwards at the same time, so it's not the best output, but we're going to get it done. And we really just have to wait for this other stuff to go, so I'm not sure what we can use the slag for. Cyan concrete powders. We can actually make concrete powder with the slag, which is pretty cool. It's actually really cool. I didn't know we could use slag for that. We might actually use that later. And there is some stuff here with the Merchant of Engineering. And I think I have something flying in my room. I'm not sure what it is.
It's delicious, Fresh Prince 01.
Hang on, chat. We have something flying around in here. I don't know where it went. Alright, it's gone. Weird. Anyways, we're back.
SST. Ginger has a dream. Can the chat describe it?
Can the chat describe it? Is it gonna be it's gonna be another one of those emoji things. We have an engineer's manual in there. Throw that one away. Give me this one. I want this engineer's manual. Let's see. Oh, Ginger's actually dreaming it on stream there. Okay, no more Inferium Essence yet, so we really just have to wait for that. I wonder if the fish have given us any. Because I know the fish can. And the fish will make it a lot easier. And it said the faster this goes, the more power it generates. So maybe we don't have enough power? Or if I take this out. I don't really think I need a... Ow. I don't really think I need a current transformer.
Wow, what a weird dream.
Oh, I think it's, I think if you get it right, it tells you what it is. Because this is the same thing when you did it the last time. but we don't know if you got it right. So I think it does. I think it says if you got it right, but I'm not sure what that is. Is that like... The chat's very small for me. It's like leaf, building, chat bubble, airplane, tent, or something like that. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. But yeah, I think we're at a stalemate right now, chat. We need to wait for stuff to come in. The only way we could probably get stuff in faster is to make more with that. So I think what we can do right now is actually work on Tinker's Construct. So let's get some iron. Oh, wow. Get some iron. Maybe just like a stack of iron will be fine. Oh, wait, I have no gold. I need gold. So never mind. Yeah, so the way to upgrade the catalyst is actually the thing that I'm building right here. To get to tier 2, which is the next part I'm working on, because I've completed everything up to here. The way to get to tier 2 is... I actually could work on this next. But we need to get a compressed agglomerate, and we need a 9 tier 1 agglomerate, which is 108,000 each. So right now, I have 4 of them, and I need 4 more. So I really just have to wait for this to generate more EMC. Which is really just an AFK thing, because it produces pretty quick, but it takes a bit to do it. So I think while we wait for that, we work on the PSI section, which should be pretty cool. Encyclopedia, cool. I don't know what the hell that is. Close that. Put it on my tablet. Okay, so what's this? Basics. Introduction, CAD assembler, spell programming, writing a spell, casting a spell, types of numbers, explosion. I'm not sure what this PSI stuff is. Is this like... We can build this really easily. Alright, let's build the PSI stuff while we wait for that to fill up over there. So that we're not just sitting here doing nothing. So PSI, we need a CAD assembler. And to build that, we need iron and a piston. It's going to be the same... it's going to be the same layout like a hopper. But instead of the piston going in the center, it's going to go at the top. 4 and 5. And this is a CAD assembler. And we can learn that. I'm not sure what this even does, actually. So I'm going to place this down. I see. I'm not sure what this does at all. We're actually just going to store all of this because I don't know what this does. So we have the CAD assembler. Next, we're going to get the iron. Oh, this is for weapons. I think this is for weapons. Iron CAD assembly. Did I put all my iron away? I did. We're going to get some iron. And I think we're just going to need iron for all of this. So let's just not put it away straight away. Nice. Sweet blood. Or sweet bod. I don't know why I said sweet blood. Casting assistant device. Okay. Click the view recipe. Put your CAD assembly into the CAD assembler. And then take results. Casting device out. So I need the CAD. I need the CAD assembler and the CAD assembly. And I need to put this into here to get the... I don't know what that noise was, but we got the next piece. We're going to shove that... Oh, I can't shove that in there. Well, I thought I was going to shove that in there. Dust. Block of dust. Redstone. Iron CAD assembly into spell infusion. Oh, yeah? What the heck is spell infusion? Spell none. And it was redstone, right? I think I do this. Battery, none. Okay. Introduction. Place this out in an open assembly. After rub some dust on the ground. Point your new cat at the dust and... Oh! Oh! So we're gonna take this, and we're gonna shoot the redstone to make Psydust. Boom! We have magic. And it says... Oh, I can learn this stuff. Okay, so what do I use this Psydust for? Basic CAD battery. Psydust, I don't have gold. That's the one thing we don't have. Is gold. So we're back where we were again. Yeah, we're back where we were again because we don't have gold. We're just gonna have to wait until we get enough stuff to actually make it. Which, of course, the enough stuff is literally completing this to get gold, diamonds, and all the other stuff. Even waiting that long, we still didn't get a lot of stuff out of the chest. So we might actually have to end it here soon because we're really just gonna have to sit AFK and fill up our chest and all that to get EMC. Now, what I do want to do is if I am gonna AFK and do that, I should probably build an overflow chest so that tomorrow when I come back, then we can actually let me get chest. So tomorrow when we come back, we can actually get all of our stuff together. So we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. Oops. And do this. So we're gonna get an overflow system going here. So that this way we don't have to worry about running out of stuff. So that, or we're running out of storage while we're AFK. Which is good, because we need to have a lot of storage while we're AFK. And I have to be sure that I do not play any while I am not online, not streaming. So we will AFK all night, wrench, to be sure that we actually get enough stuff here to maintain everything. And I want to make sure that that's going to craft that. That's going to go in there, right? So it's going to fill up all this stuff, actually. But yeah, right now, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. Today we did a lot of work. We got ourselves prepared for mystical agriculture. Although we haven't gotten enough Inferium Essence yet, that is going to be the next thing we're going to be starting. We need to actually get enough pieces. We need to actually get enough parts to actually get our first mystical agriculture plant in, even though we're only at 7 and we're one short away to get our first seed. We got our industrial craft built, and actually we might be able to get our mystical agriculture part right here since, well, you know, we're ranks to the big fish water wheel. And seeming how there is a lot of fish here, it might be the best way to do it. How they're going to get back up, I don't know. Anyways, we have our first immersive engineering stuff that we've ever built ever in the history of playing any of the modded Minecraft packs. And we got ourselves a nice little mob farm. So hopefully by next episode we'll have a lot of Inferium Essence in it, even if it's just one more piece, because we just emptied it and of course nothing has died in it. But we know it's working because we are getting some drops. We upgraded our storage because I know that while I'm AFK, these are going to fill up very quickly, and we're going to need to be able to have a lot of EMC to be able to get to the next part of this. Once we get enough EMC, we can actually tear those down again and start fabricating the new ores in order to get some better stuff. But right now, we might just mine a little bit and then call it quits for today because we actually got a lot of work done. And we also got this nice little CAD assembler built, despite it being after the upgrade we're currently working for. So although this mod pack is very slow, we are slowly starting to get to where we need to be, because all of the roadblocks and all of the tangles to actually get around are making it worth playing instead of us just zooming along and getting it done in a day. Now, if they didn't have all of these roadblocks, this game probably would have been over by now and we would have been moving over to the next mod pack. But thanks to say that with this quest book, it's actually teaching me some new things. So we got ourselves our stack, our cobblestone. We're going to throw it in here. We're going to call it quits for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I'm going to go to sleep and AFK and let this farm over here do its thing. And yeah, I hope to catch you guys in the next stream, which we'll probably do tomorrow night. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for tuning in. This is the Minecraft Musician, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!